Hey, it's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics. This is our Team Deathmatch tactical approach, and this is Derail. Alright, well, I'm taking the tactical approach here, but whether I'm doing running and gunning or tactical, I take this same route right off the bat here, which is straight down the middle. The difference is right about here. Tactical, I head for the building. Run and gunning, I go for that valley, like right down in the middle, pop up, and I try and flank the enemy. Now I'm going to set up my claymore on the rear. That's not going to kill, it's just going to slow him down, and I'm going to know if any running gunners from the enemy side are trying to flank me. My next objective here, I have scavenger on, so I have that claymore in the rear. My next objective here, I mean, I can maybe take a shot and kill some people out here, like especially if I see a red dot of the enemy lighting up because they're firing. I want to at least try and nail them if I can. Obviously, if I know that they're lighting up like that guy there, but I think I'm getting hit at here. What I'm basically hoping to do is to catch someone at the bottom of the stairs. So while I'm doing this, and this is a little bit more dangerous, normally I would somewhat, I guess, basically camp the bottom. Now that's great, but I need that claymore because I'm still susceptible. I've claymored the rear entrance where our spawn area was, but now I still have this area right behind me. And if I was running and gunning, that's where I would be going. So really what I need to do is there we go. Perfect. So now I got scavenger on. I'll pick up the claymore, and now I'll claymore this entrance. And now I don't have to worry about it. When I was up there, I was actually listening. I was listening to see if anyone was coming. If they had Ninja Pro, I probably would have been dead. They probably would have slit my throat or whatever. So now I can concentrate on, okay, well, missing my target, obviously, but killing them. And then every time someone runs through, like that guy, in scavenger, they leave behind something, so I just keep replacing the claymore. I go up there, I make the kills. Eventually you have to move. I mean, you can camp a certain area for a certain period of time, but eventually you're going to have to move because they're going to start throwing grenades through these windows. The snipers are going to start trying to take you out, so you have to be careful. And I do obviously die 5 times. I mean, I'm not... This isn't a perfect match. I don't get a tactical nuke on this one. So, you know, and this is basically all I do. Normally, and I've mentioned this in other videos, don't break that glass when you're first up there. Keep that glass intact. It gives you a hell of a lot better cover for anyone trying to hit you from the outside. It's hard for them to see in, a lot easier for you to see out. So don't break it. Keep your rifle out and get ready to shoot if you see them. Like looking through that. I mean, I'm more susceptible through that window I'm looking at right now. And obviously, when you're up there, it's very important that you look for snipers. Snipers are going to position themselves on those far buildings there. And they've got a direct sight line right into your noggin, so just be careful. I mean, move around. Again, I've got claymores on both sides. And if one actually blows, I know to go and replace it. So I'm moving back and forth up here, relatively safe and relatively sort of comfortable. I mean, there is, and I can't remember maybe it's lightweight, or I don't know what it is. Anyway, where it sort of offsets the timer of the claymores. Yeah, I can get killed by there, but not a lot of people use it. It's a hell of a lot safer to use this tactic. Harrier, was that a Harrier? Yeah, I believe it was. So I'm not going for a tactical nuke here. I mean, I always do try, but I don't get it. So, and I think that claymore, yeah, the claymore went off again. Again, just simply collect the scavenger, replace it, and go back up. Oh, and obviously you have to be aware of the other one. I don't know if he blew it, if I wasn't listening, or if he had that, I mean, you could have seen that. I didn't really look at it, but I'm sure you can pause the video and see what perks he had. He may have just blown it, and then I wasn't paying attention, so that kind of screwed up my chopper gunner streak here. Again, tactical for me is mainly, it's kind of like if you watch my Call of Duty 4 Chinatown, I consider the building in the middle to be the pinnacle and the center point of that map and it controls, and it's the same with this building here. Really, especially if you have an assault. Obviously, if you're running and gunning, this building means nothing. It's just a place that you're going to flush out. But if you've got snipers, if you got a sniper rifle or just an assault rifle, this is the place that you want to be. Now, in terms of positioning yourself, like when okay, well, it keeps blowing up, and that's all you do is you keep repositioning yourself, collect those scavengers, and keep setting them up. But you know what? Just like this, keep, when your claymore blows, with the exception of the one down at the bottom there, because, I mean, you can switch it up slightly. If you put it on the stairs at the other end, not this end here that I'm in now, but if you place it on the stairway down there, they're going to actually be able to see it. So just be aware of that. It's not always the greatest place to actually place it. Now, when you place a claymore, though, like I did there, you notice I didn't put it in behind the door. I placed it on the other side of the stairway. You want to do that because if the same person that got killed by that claymore comes back, they're going to look for that claymore in the spot where they got killed. So as soon as that claymore blows, don't put it back in the exact same spot that you had it. Switch it up, change it, either different side of the doorway, regardless as to what map it is. Put it on a different side of the doorway or in a totally different spot within the same realm. So they're going to be obviously very careful to look for that claymore, you know, presumably in the same spot. And when you switch it up, usually they get careless and they're not checking the other corners. As I said, whenever I play tactical, I always head for this building. It's the easiest place to defend because there's really only 2 entry points. If you're able to have claymores on with scavenger, you can easily seal this place up. I mean, yeah, you're going to die. Like, I mean, well, there you go. Perfect example. You're not going to live forever. But the fact is, it's a huge area with, you know, not completely 360 degree, but you have a huge view of the map on almost all sides, at least 3 of the 4 sides. And there's only 2 entry points. If you have scavenger on, you're usually able to seal that place up relatively well. And as long as you're careful, I mean, I get a little careless, that's why people get in there, and you can't protect against everything. There's always a perk or someone that's actually going to be able to get in. So just be aware of that. I think this is the guy I'm looking for here. I don't know if that was him. Probably not. Now, I heard the claymore go off. My first objective, find the scavenger. I've got a claymore right now, so I want to seal it up. Whenever I'm in here, it's very important that I try and seal this place up. See, and I was so stupid because I should have placed a claymore at the other end. That was just pure carelessness. Obviously, don't do that. If you're going to camp that center building, and it's probably best for snipers so that you don't get accused of camping, because snipers are allowed to camp because it's what they do. So there's no difference for anyone else. This is why I don't like people whining about camping. For more strategies and tactics on Modern Warfare 2, visit Machinima Respawn or NextGenTactics.com.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.